Residents of Kaneville Grove, East Bank Demerara are living in constant fear of bandits. For years, robberies and burglaries have plagued this community, but it seems as if no one is being spared during the most recent string of robberies. Residents claim to have seen persons rob a garbage truck, a bread vendor, and most recently an ice cream vendor. According to them, burglaries have become an almost nightly occurrence as well. Headline News spoke to 10 frustrated victims. Most complained of the manner in which the officers at the Grove Police Station handled their complaints, as they claimed the little to no investigation was done in each of their cases. Each of the victims also fear reprisals for coming forward with their complaints, including this father of three who has been robbed 3 times. The most recent robbery had occurred only hours before he spoke to Headline News.
The first robbery occurred in 2012, where the bandits, the perpetrators, came through the house and they stole most of our valuables and left the doors open. Again in 2019, in May of 2019, and they came in and they stole about a large sum of money and valuables from our home. And today again, attempt was made to steal from us. This time luckily for us, we had a security system installed, and we were awakened by the sound of the alarm. And on checking, the door was prized open.
He called the Grove Police Station at 3 a.m. to report the attempted robbery. He claimed that the officer said that he needs to come into the station to report it. He was hesitant to report this most recent attack, as the police have not yet apprehended any suspect from the previous 2. According to him and other victims, when the police do come to the scene, they say they will return to dust for fingerprints and investigate for other pieces of forensic evidence, which is allegedly never done. Nevertheless, we accompanied the victim to the police station as he made his report, but he had to wait as another resident was already reporting a break-in. She said bandits burglarized her home of an undisclosed amount of cash, cell phones, and a gas bottle, and several other household items. Soon after the father of 3 made his report, the police arrived at the scene and promised to return to dust for fingerprints. Collecting fingerprints from a crime scene is often considered a common investigation method, but the residents criticized the police reported lack of using such techniques, including this resident whose house was broken into earlier this month.
She left the scene the way it was all day, but the police never came. They said they're waiting for somebody from Georgetown and all of these things to come and investigating her fingerprints, but they never came.
It was at this point that more residents came out of their homes to speak to our newscast. They are pleading with the police to put a stop to the crimes and properly investigate their cases.
I was robbed on Tuesday morning at about 3:15. I made a report to the police station. They came and they said they're going to come back for the fingerprints. I haven't seen them on to this date, Sunday. I haven't seen nobody to come and do the fingerprints. And I'm asking to the commissioner of police if they could do something for us in Kaneville here, because we're living in fear. From the time you decide to say you're going to make a report, or you made a report to them and they get to understand whatever they're coming to say they're going to kill you. And I'm living in here really uncomfortable. I'm living in here for so many years, almost 25 years or 30 years we're in here. And we're living really uncomfortable.
I have my kids and my son traumatized since they're coming in the yard. Every morning you wake up, he's just 12-year-old, you could see that footprints and thing in the yard by the window. Every night you're thinking they're just coming by your window trying to come in. So when you sleep early, you have to keep wake till morning.
I just moved here about 2 to 3 months, and thieves already break into my apartment. They take my television, my laptop, watches, $50,000, and I just leave. And I am here by myself with my 2 kids.
Whilst many victims were not able to identify a suspect, one shop owner was. He claims that he was robbed by someone he identified as a teenage boy in the area. He informed the boy's mother, and she is currently paying for the stolen items.
The parents know what's going on, you understand? And when I running, you run and jump over the fence and you run through. So the morning time, my mother passed me, I actually say, you know this like the she say, yeah. I said, your son only break me shop.
Headline News was inundated with reports of robberies and burglaries in the community, as the victims also knew victims in the community who did not want to come forward. Seeing as this has been a long-standing matter, Headline News had previously engaged the Commissioner of Police, Leslie James, about this robbery spree. He promised to look into these issues.
I'm not sure about the increased amount of robberies, but I know we've had reports of robberies in the Kaneville area, and indeed we'll be having some increased patrols. I will ask the divisional commander to pay some more attention in this area, and perhaps have the Grove Police Station, the Grove Diamond Police Station, the officer in charge and other ranks engaging in a meaningful way with the community.
Nonetheless, Headline News will continue to follow this story and bring updates as details arise. For Channel 2 Headline News, Esther Sobers.